I see your license?
I am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir.
What are you doing?
Because I have a job to do, sir. Nobody's above the law.
Video on here, but the fact is, nobody in their right mind would give a ticket for that to me. Nobody.
On February 14th, 2022, a Sarasota Police Department officer stopped Martin Hyde, a candidate for Congress from a Florida district, for speeding and texting while driving. Hyde was a businessman born in the United Kingdom and living in Florida after moving to the United States. He established close ties with the business world and later decided to enter politics through local government. He is running for Republican congressman from Florida's 16th district in 2022. Martin's campaign was led by Roger Stone, a former advisor to Trump who also played an active role in the 2016 presidential campaign.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sir? I'm Sebastian, Sarasota Police Department. You're on audio and video recording. The reason for the stop, you were observed going 57 and a 40, and you were on your phone texting while you were doing that. That was at Euclid and Fruitville.
You don't need to point at me, officer.
I'm not pointing at you, I'm pointing in the direction where it was.
I just called the chief, how's that?
Go right ahead, sir. Can I see
know
your
who I
license?
am, right?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I see your license, registration, insurance, please?
You can do this?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry? I still have a job to do, sir.
Yeah, but then. What's your name?
Officer Baskin, it's going to be on the citation. Can I see your insurance, registration, and your license, please? Sir, can I have your paperwork, please? 7 years, sir. Can I see your registration, please? You're not going to give me your registration, sir.
You arrest me?
I'm asking you if you're going to produce me with your registration. You don't have it on you?
Look, go call the chief. Tell him how rude you just been to me. Play with this video.
Okay.
Then you call Marlon Brown. Then you call the mayor.
Okay.
They're not okay, though. I'm telling you what to do.
Okay, sir. Are you refusing to produce your registration? I'm asking you if you have your registration.
You're making career decisions.
Okay,
Why are
sir.
you doing this?
Sir, because you were speeding and you were texting.
Says who? Where's your video?
All right. Hang tight.
The officer, in accordance with his duty, pulled over the congressional candidate's car and attempted to explain in detail why he had encountered him. However, Congressman Martin treated the officer with arrogance, making sarcastic and threatening remarks such as, "Do you know who I am?" and "Big mistake." His refusal to provide the officer with the necessary documentation, his insistence that the officer call his superior, and his insinuation that he would have a police officer fired while he was on duty were also quite rude and striking. Furthermore, Martin demanded to see the video footage of his speeding and texting that had led to his stop. However, police officers have no such authority. Such evidence is only produced with court approval in cases of ticket appeals. The officer avoided further discussion with the arrogant congressional candidate and went to his patrol car to begin writing tickets.
Call the supervisor. I just spoke to your boss.
Okay.
No, it's not okay.
You want your paperwork?
Is it your Russian immigrant status that makes you talk to people like this?
The spoiled congressman became angry when he saw the tickets the officer issued and continued his threatening rhetoric, raising his voice. Officer Julia Baskin, an immigrant to the U.S. from Latvia, a former Soviet bloc country. Martin, believing the officer to be Russian, began making racist remarks at the officer, some believe. Despite all these threats and outrageous behavior, the officer continued to act with a sense of duty and obeyed the law.
It's on 14-6.
Call the supervisor.
14 dispatch, can you have my supervisor respond, please?
Yeah. And then we'll see who goes.
Okay. You don't want your paperwork?
6142, can you be 51 Great Bell
You
Street?
don't have a warrant.
Sir, you're going to be
I'm not
issued a
interested in
citation.
Anything you have to say. I'll wait for the supervisor.
You can wait for the supervisor, but I'm going to go through what I need to go through.
No, I'm not interested.
All right, you are going to be issued a
There's
citation.
the registration.
Well, you've been already issued a citation for that.
For what?
for failure to produce your registration.
Right.
All right. Sir, you're gonna be issued a citation 57 and a 40 for speeding. Your fine is 256. Information in the back. You're gonna have an option to plead guilty, an option to plead not guilty, and an option to take a safe driver's course. If you qualify for the course, it will reduce your fine, and it will reduce your points. If you decide to go ahead and do that, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment.
You know what he said about you? You want to hear what he said about you?
He could say all he wants about me. I got a job to do, sir.
You know what he said about you?
If you fail to
had you
complete,
before like this,
okay,
and he's going to have you again.
and that's fine,
It's not fine. Why do you keep saying it's fine?
sir.
I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you're being bloody rude to me.
If you decide to go ahead and do the course, just make sure you do it prior to submission of payment, as they do
You think you're winning?
require a certificate of completion. If you sign up for it, you must complete it. Otherwise, they will go ahead and suspend your license. You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving.
Congressional candidate Martin tried to assert his authority by showing the officer his specially designed phone case, designed for the election, and began recording it. He thought he could control the officer somewhat this way. However, Officer Biskin continued his job with complete dedication to his duty.
Okay? You are going to be issued a citation for texting and driving. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You're going to have an option to plead guilty and an option to plead not guilty. You are going to be issued a citation for failure to provide your registration upon request. Your fine is $116. Information in the back. You can plead guilty or not guilty.
You're lying.
Green paper.
Give him the citation. You're
Green
lying.
paper tells you
Why
you
are
have
you
30
lying?
days to repay.
Why are you lying?
You have 30 days
Why
to
are you
reply.
lying?
Your payment options are on the green form.
Just a simple question. Why are you lying?
Phone number on the bottom in
When your
case you have any
supervisor
questions. When my supervisor comes, I'll wait for him with you if you like me to. Your citation's over. You can accept them. I will wait. I will wait, but I will wait in my car. There you go.
Yeah, but you have the bad.
Sir, step back into your car or stand on the sidewalk so you don't get hit by a vehicle. It's for your safety.
The arrogant congressional candidate Martin got out of his car and began addressing the officer. However, the officer on duty refused to back down and requested additional forces to address the potential threat.
14 radio, can I have another unit respond? Sir, stand over there. It's for my safety and for your safety. Sir? 10-4, the driver being extremely uncooperative. Yes, Sarge.
Are you anywhere closer?
I can't. He won't let me leave until a supervisor shows up. Martin Hyde. I just gave him 3 tickets. Yes. Bye. Speeding, 57 and a 40, texting while driving, and failure to produce his registration because he told me I could look it up. And he's gonna have my job. Everything is on camera. Alrighty. Bye.
At this point, Martin must have called a police chief he knew, because the officer called Officer Biskin, hoping he could resolve the situation more calmly and asking the officer for understanding. When Officer Biskin explained that the entire incident was being videotaped, the officer on the phone did not continue the conversation.
Are you still waiting for a supervisor, or are you leaving?
Reggie, I'm just coming down.
Okay. Very good.
By the way, he's a friend of mine.
I'm sorry?
I'm aware of that situation.
Okay.
I'm on my way over there.
You know Pat Robertson, right?
Yes, I do, sir.
Why are you doing it?
Because I have a job to do, sir.
Not like that.
Nobody's above the law.
No one's above the law. You have to have some degree of respect for law-abiding.
That degree of respect started the moment I walked up to your car, sir.
No. You knew exactly what you were doing and you made a mistake.
If that is your feeling, you are more than welcome to fight the citations in court.
I'll fight the citation. I'll
Okay.
fight your employment.
Okay. You're more than, you're an influential person.
Very.
You could go ahead and do that.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Why not just say you're sorry?
Because I did nothing wrong, sir. I was doing my job. But I am going to ask you either to sit in your car or step on the sidewalk because I don't want either one of us getting hit. Okay. Sir, I have nothing more to say to you, sir. You requested my supervisor. You can have the conversation with them now.
A backup team, requested by Officer Biskin, arrived at the scene.
Sarge Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Speeding 57 and a 40. Texting while driving. Failure to produce his registration when I asked. He told me I could look it up.
Okay. You know who he is?
Yes.
Right? Yeah, you might identify him.
Yes.
Okay. So you're just gonna stay by to cite him, or is that what?
He already got cited.
Oh, he has already.
Yeah.
Citation. So he's just.
From the moment I woke up.
So he's just waiting for.
He's waiting for supervisor, and I guess he spoke to Frangione, so Frangione is on his way.
Okay.
Bobby just pulled up.
The backup teams, facing a congressional candidate, try to convey the situation more tactfully.
Hello, Mr. Hyde. I guess you talked to Sergeant Frangione by the phone?
I did, yeah.
Okay, he's on his way. She requested another unit, so that's what
How do
another
you give
unit.
someone a certificate, ticket for no registration when they've got their registration? She's trying to make her Spurs, but it's a big mistake.
Well, this one is the expired one, but
Well, that doesn't make it. It'll take 2
Yeah.
seconds.
yeah.
We're going to make sure that she pays the price for being disrespectful.
By law, a car's registration document must be kept inside the car at all times and must be shown to officers when they request it. Violating this law is not a crime, but it is considered a traffic violation and carries a criminal penalty. Martin's Act is considered resisting police. In some cases, drivers who do this have been arrested, and the court has ruled it legal. The congressional candidate could also be arrested for this, but the newly arrived support team prefer to handle the situation more leniently.
I just wanted you to witness and know that the registration was right there, and she deliberately chose to write the ticket. She came up, she said the first. Look, there's a video of it, so be quiet. There's a video of what you said,
There is.
and I've got a video of what you said. Right? What she said was, I said, I don't have it. She immediately said, I write your citation. She went right back. She never said anything. She went straight back. I denied the citation. She's straight back, right the I've lived here for 25 years. I've represented your unit. I've got no interest in listening to you, young lady.
If you don't mind if we could step over off the road onto the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a
it's
second.
public. Yeah. Come on then.
Yeah, Mr. Hyde, like I said,
No.
you know,
I've represented you guys
Yes,
in
sir.
union discussions. My
Yeah.
son is a cop. I'm friends with
Yeah. Yes, sir.
everybody in the police department. This is the first time anybody has been disrespectful to me. And for what reason? I could care less. If they were going to write me a ticket, I could care less. I just pay the bloody thing. You don't think I got the money? It's the manner and the nature of it.
Okay. And like I said, Sergeant Frangione will be over here to talk to you about her interaction. I'd say.
Outrageous.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why? I mean, of all the people to do it to.
Yeah, I understand, sir. And you know, I set you. You know, I've been with the negotiations with you, and I understand where you're coming from.
I don't ask for special treatment, but I don't expect to get treated like a punk.
Let me go talk to her and see.
Well, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
She's got it in her head. I know exactly who she is. Frangione told me exactly who she is. That's fine. 7 years might not turn into 8.
The arrogant congressional candidate, increasingly enraged, continued to threaten the police in front of them. The officers were waiting for a sergeant to arrive at the scene, and the sergeant arrived shortly thereafter.
Do you need me to go back to the station and dock my camera?
No. He'll review it if he needs to review it. He can stop
Because
it.
Sarge was already calling me to do that. He just didn't know that this is who he was.
Oh, okay.
So, but I couldn't leave until somebody was here, so just let me know what you need me to do.
Is Sergeant Frangiani coming on his way here? Is that
Yes.
he is?
Yes, he told me he was.
I just wait for him to get here, and then. Well, let me give him a call real quick, because that might help matters. Want me here or anything? No.
Stay in your car.
I just wanted to know if you want me to go back to the station.
You can go to the station. Yep, go to the station. Hey, Martin. Yeah, I have to leave it on.
All right, so here's the thing. She lied about the cell phone thing.
Okay.
She lied about the, I don't know, the speed. I could care less. You can give me the ticket all day long. I could care less about that. And then I gave her the registration. And she's, registration? It's in the car there somewhere. She goes off, she writes me a ticket, she brings me back a citation. I said, there it is.
Okay.
And she still gives me it.
Okay. All right.
She's being funny. And the thing is, I appreciate that. I back you guys left, right, and centre.
I understand that. I do. Trust me, I do
And
know
I
that.
don't expect better treatment, but I don't expect worse treatment. If that's how you treat people, that's unacceptable.
I understand. I understand your frustration.
And I can get the video and I can play it to
I'm
the
going.
mayor. I understand that, but you know, the thing is, I don't take kind of. She knew exactly, because I said to her, I said, yeah, right away. I said, yeah. She's like, yeah, I know. Straight away, writing the tickets. Why?
Well, she's a traffic officer.
Yeah,
that's what we do. But I understand.
I understand that's what she do.
Yeah.
It's not what you do, and you know it.
Listen, she has a job to do. I'm not. Listen, I'm
Not
gonna
that
look
way.
at the. I'm gonna look at the video. I understand your concerns. I'm gonna look at the video. I notified everybody in the chain of command right now. That's what I was doing. That's why I was not coming here. I thought you were gonna meet me at the station, but it's not a big deal. She's going right now to dock her video. Right now, she's going to dock the video. And if there's problems, you will be the first to know.
Well, I know there's problems. The difference is, I'll do something about it.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, I'm going to take your complaint, is what I'm doing. That's the first step.
How can you write a ticket for no registration when you've got the registration? I mean, as if I get a $150,000 car, I've lived here for 25 years and I don't register a car. Why do that?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Well, you tell me what the point is.
It's just a state statute that she enforces. She's not the only traffic officer
Would
that
you
writes.
give a ticket for that?
I really don't leave the office. I understand what you're saying.
I understand you have a video on there, but the fact is, nobody in their right mind would give a ticket for that to me. Nobody.
I understand what you're saying, and you producing it, she probably should have taken that ticket away, but I'm going to find out what exactly occurred.
Because she had a bee in her bonnet because she thought she was on a big power trip. Guess what? She's been there 7 years. She ain't going to make 8. I'll make sure.
Well, I'll get going on.
She ain't.
All right, listen, that's your prerogative. I want to get
This
started.
is not right, Andy.
Okay, I understand.
It's not right. You don't treat people that have treated and supported you like that.
I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Bare minimum of respect is yes sir, no sir. Not a word of it. Just being difficult.
Okay.
Just being cocky.
I understand. I do understand where you're coming from.
But it isn't. It's a bad interaction.
Yeah, it
It's a
definitely
bad
seemed.
interaction.
It definitely seemed like it was.
It's a bad interaction. How difficult is it to come to me and say, you're doing 57, give us your license and your registration? Why get into immediately like that when she knew exactly who she was talking to? If that's how, no wonder you got people shooting people in Newtown if that's how you talk to people.
All right, Martin, I'll talk to you later.
Even after the sergeant arrived, Martin continued to threaten Officer Biskin. The sergeant, however, generally preferred to remain calm to avoid escalating the situation. After receiving assurances that the camera footage would be reviewed and examined, he left the scene. The entire incident was reported in the media, and Martin, who drew widespread public outrage, issued an apology on social media.
And writing tickets when someone's actually got the physical stuff, tell me that's not.
I understand. I do. All right, I'll talk to you later.
And therein lies the irony. My own son, my oldest son, is a deputy sheriff. And so this isn't a question of Martin Hyde disliking cops. This is a question of Martin Hyde being in a ratty mood on a Monday morning and acting in a way that he regrets. But I am sorry. And I'd like to think that I'll learn from it. I'd like to think other people might learn something from it too. Nobody wants to see themselves in a swimsuit if they're overweight, and nobody wants to see themselves losing their cool. And I don't know that in isolation, if it wasn't that I was running for public office, that anybody would have any great interest, because it's really a dog chases cat story, except for the political aspect. I think people need to get a little bit of perspective. While I'm sorry.
In his message, although he mentioned withdrawing from the election, he stated on a program he had decided to run. When the primary results were announced, Martin lost by a significant margin to his opponent, Vern Buchanan. Experts believe this traffic scandal is the reason Martin lost the election. This seemingly simple traffic stop may have ended both Martin's congressional term and his political career. The police department also stated that no investigation has been opened against Officer Julia Biskin. Martin has paid all fines. Furthermore, Martin has not been charged with any crimes beyond these traffic tickets. As can be seen from the public reaction, many legal experts, sociologists, and social media users praised Officer Biskin for his professional performance of his duties, disregarding Martin's threatening, derogatory, and racist remarks. However, the other officer's subservient approach to authority, rather than the law, has provoked a strong reaction. What if police officers didn't have cameras? Then, hierarchically, whose word would prevail? Is it the individuals or the law that prevails? Don't you think having people in positions of power who mistake the power of the state for their own harms individuals, society, our environment, and our world? Please leave your comments. Until the next case, stay away from crime.